Hello and welcome back to JaGKast Let's Play. If you have been watching us thus far, you already know who we are, but why not do it again? I'm Grim, and this is
Hello! Kupo. Out of curiosity, were people able to see on your screen what I was doing just now? Because I turned myself into a shrub and stole a $700 700 gold piece painting. So woohoo! We're good people.
Woo! Excellent. So this time, we have decided to go and talk to the mayor. Or maybe not. Maybe we decide to talk to his cat instead.
Kitty?
Do you want to give a listen in?
Yep. Alright.
Oh, golly gosh! One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Cecile with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in the air. I do declare such a sight is rather rare around here. But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one hears so much about. Charmed, I'm sure.
Enchanté, kitty. Alright. About Unsinkable Sam. Or maybe, no, I'll ask her about herself first.
I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and viands of most exquisite varieties. Maxine rhymes with queen, after all, and dearest. That is hardly a coincidence.
She's not stuck up at all.
Nope. About Unsinkable Sam. I'm sure you'll love that cat.
He's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and who can blame him? The feeling's, well, it's rather mutual, actually. But that pet
I was not expecting
doesn't
that.
have a penny to his name.
Yeah, although she's going on about wealth.
But still, I didn't expect her to give a damn about Sam. Hey, let run. Woo!
Well, oh boy.
At the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens, he and I? They'd jolly well starve, wouldn't they? With an alley cat for a papa?
I'm sure you've got tons of money under that fur of yours.
Yeah? I'm wondering how the hell we make Sam rich so that she cares.
Why don't we use the internet? Get rich quick scheme for kittens.
We'll just, get him emailed by a Nigerian prince.
Look, we'll hook him up with a freaking agency. Get him a job.
Alright.
Dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me, one must have at least a mite of standards.
Alright.
Yeah,
well,
I'm sure it requires a lot of standards.
I'm sure
to be
that
a cat.
we can talk to Sam and figure something out. Because
let's first see what are the further questions.
I want to see what else she said.
But of course, darling. Be my guest.
Darling. Tell me about Cecile.
This quaint little town is a tad too parochial for one of my more urbane tastes. But one has to make do, hasn't one? The fresh sea air does go to great lengths to invigorate one's spirit, that much I'll admit. And it is rather jolly to watch the ships sail in laden with all kinds of exotic wares, full of the little treats the mayor likes to spoil me with. Darling man, he dotes on me so.
This cat mode. Oh. Don't you fear the undead?
Heavens forbid. No, fear is rather too strong a term there, hunter dearest. The predator's instinct is a trait we share, you and I. And though those rancid ramblers may not be quite as easy to put to the claw as mice are, I assure you they are just as easily outwitted.
I'll take my lead.
Alright. Well, let's see. Sam was in the tavern, right?
Yep.
Alright. Let's see if we can figure out how to make him rich, because he should have info about, the whole murder thing, right?
Yes.
Because I thought he said he did.
Alright, let me talk to Kitty. Unsinkable Sam.
I think I'll sleep by the fire tonight, once the regulars stagger home.
Did you just... Just running around stealing paintings.
Hey,
as a
it's
barrel.
a get-rich-quick scheme.
Just, yeah, Kitty, sell all these portraits.
The likes of which I doubt you could even fathom.
She'll be head over tails for you. Alright, about Maxine.
So there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a Tom of means, not privation. One who brings home the sardines and the occasional halibut. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn by a far-off Maharaja's best hunting cheater.
What?
Then how did it fit you?
Careful now.
I was about to ask exactly the same question.
Bronze, I dare say.
Like
Alright.
the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long and perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones, lost as I was tossed around by the waves like a ball in a game of catch.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you have to go down the
Yep,
beach and
that
find
was
this
my
doll.
guess.
Among the waves it remains, I imagine. Worn perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If only I could be the Caesar again, and Maxine my Caesarina.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. And also, that is the most bowling crab.
Oh, yeah, it would have to be.
I have to meet this crab.
Purring sound.
I guess
Mind control
there's
vibrations
no
outshore.
way that it's just
Don't
gonna
be
be like
seduced,
down
Clarence.
on the shore
Woolgraf
or
pets the
anything
cat,
like that.
then dramatically acts as if he's been put in trance. Medora
Wait.
is horrified until he gives her a
I don't know,
word
do
of
you
life.
think it like is even possible that we might find his collar, or do we need to like make him the collar?
I think we'll just have to find it. Also, that was amusing. Just happened.
Shall we go check the beach then?
Sure. Although, I'm not sure what side of the beach. I don't think it'll be the beach we came to.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, there's another side to the beach that's
Quite
strewn with
well
corpses
marketed,
that I don't
seems.
think we've looted yet.
You just teleported on my screen.
Really?
I'm very confused. Yeah, you just disappeared on the spot.
Well, on mine, I don't know where I am.
You're currently just standing next to the
Yeah.
staircase on my screen.
Same, okay.
That was interesting.
Yeah. I guess the game was having pathfinding issues.
Maybe.
Oh, it's because I tried to go outside the city gates, which are locked.
Ah, I
Because
see.
from where I had my mouse at, it looked like they were open. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, we'll just go outside. It won't be a problem at all. Alright. Well, Mr. Legionnaire, how about you and me have a chat and about us going outside?
I think we have to finish the main quest first. Maybe talk with the mayor's in order? What is he even... I should listen in.
You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. You may have the right number of champions in your party, yet in experience, I think you're lacking. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out?
This is the game saying, we don't think you're the right
Yeah,
level.
but if we're gonna find... I mean, if Sam is our best lead, since Puppy is dead, then we need to find
We
his
may have already asked him
collar.
about it, actually.
I thought he said he would only help us if we helped him romance Maxine. Also,
I don't
if
fully
anyone's
remember.
wondering, it's probably pretty obvious, but it's been a while since we played, so our memories are a little rusty.
Yeah, these are... I hate to date them, but they're quite a bit apart.
Alright,
Thank you for
well,
heeding my
we'll
words of
leave the gate closed for now.
Look alive,
Uh,
my good man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. Maybe the mayor's our next best option then.
Yeah.
Which is funny that we started out right next to him and just didn't talk to him.
I also don't expect him to say anything useful.
Oh,
either.
probably not. I wish there was a way to, like, speed up the walking.
I mean, the teleport option would be great. Just for, like, you know, fast travel, just for inside of
yeah.
the city.
It'd be amazing.
Like, I don't want to do like a Skyrim-esque thing where I'm watching a loading screen all the time because I'm fast traveling everywhere. But
yeah, no. If it were
around the
possible,
city
yeah, within city gates to just pop where you need to be, that'd be amazing. Alas.
Bleeding waste, standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
alright,
Listen,
let's
do
see.
gone.
Dora!
Startled me out of
Get out of my way. Right.
Tell me about yourself.
My elf? What elf? Oh, myself.
Oh.
I'm Cecil, Mayor of Sicil, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Sicil through these difficult times.
Cecil and
Very
Cecilia
difficult
of
times
Sicil. Wow, that's not themed at all.
What? Oh, you mean Sicil? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of JaGKast by source magic no less weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such, sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Sicil.
I think you mean the 9 Divines.
And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
Why would you be looking for that?
What now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish.
God, I hate this man.
Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon? Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me. The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead.
I don't know
I'm sure that's all you want.
Yeah, I don't know enough about this world to know what that shard of ore could be. Watch it, it's just like a chunk of uranium. Just like old
Just
man Cecil
radioactive
wanted
stuff.
to nuke the skeletons.
His name is Conrad.
That probably isn't too far from the truth, to be honest.
A merchant ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind.
Alright.
Oh yeah, we're fine with that. We already hear the guy.
Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure.
The name.
Esmeralda may be our next destination, I think.
Might be.
An all right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor. What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years...
Why is he
those
surprised by
skeletons have all but
everything?
suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Sicil's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic
He might be
trickle.
surprised at the idea of undead popping up, even though they already knows they're there, and just talk to us about getting a staff to use as a weapon against them.
Yes.
Well, I do believe that's something your parents
Oh,
ought to have discussed
God.
with you long ago, Source
Oh,
Hunter.
please.
But I suppose if
They
you
went
really
there.
don't know,
That's how
I'd
bad
be
his
remiss
hearing
if
is.
I didn't at least explain the basics. You see,
Please.
when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice,
Oh,
they occasionally, well, they...
I'm surprised they do the birds and the bees
this
thing.
is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the
Oh,
bees
there it is.
when Sicil's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists.
okay.
That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in?
I want to murder this man.
Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself. Marvelous. Follow me then.
Huh, okay.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in sorcery. To the gallows,
Oh,
I say.
shut up,
Wait, what?
Texas woman.
Throws Medora a stern look. He's not the type to take pleasure in seeing an old man swing. Walgraf gives you a knowing look. He seems to think the mayor is a few furrows short of a quiver.
A source delirious.
Wait, what?
My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Yes, Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago.
Wait,
Who's
what?
Victoria?
It brings a tear to my eye just seeing
Lizard
her
people.
here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
Demonology.
Thank goodness he's gone.
Oh my god.
It really is a lizard person.
Yeah?
Discovered in this library.
Jahan.
Oops.
Omnes
Are you?
autem mali
Oops.
demonis quam.
Yep, we're clear.
Did she hiss at you?
She turned around just as I
Still hasn't been returned. Tell her I'm
just
not
as I was
to
clicking on the
find.
painting, so I unsnuck right as I was stealing. Why do we have exclamation points?
Talk to this
everywhere?
guy. Talk to this guy. I mean, like, listening.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicil. Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resemble the local fisherfolk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed. No, a source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker
mage.
of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless.
If only we knew what kind of person this was, what kind of spells he had.
Yeah, I mean, the top of his staff looks, what, kind of icy, I guess?
That might be, Hydro.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
think these books sprout
I mean,
Yeah.
right now we've got, like, the 4 major archetypes, though. You know, we've got a mage, an archer, a sneaky sneakerton, and a stabby stabberton.
Volume 2.
At the very least, however, we don't have a healer.
Yeah, but I can approximate healing, like, over time. Like, in combat, sure, but if we just wait between combats, I can heal everyone. That's what we've been doing so far. And we've got healing potions if things get rough actually during combat.
Yeah, I'll take my leave. Oh,
You notice something being slipped into your
Walgraf?
hand. One of Walgraf's notes. It reads, "Saw you steal. No biggie. I'm a thief. I didn't think a source hunter would pinch. The rogue keeps his eyes fixed on yours. He's expecting an answer.
Huh.
Oh boy.
Okay, you saw that, huh? You're right. As a source hunter, I shouldn't have done that. Believe me, thievery is not what the order stands for. Or, a source hunter is above the law, really. If I want something, I take it. For the good of our investigations, of course. Wink, wink. Yeah, totally saying that.
Kaj Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Fellow will have to pay yet another fine.
Above the law? I didn't read anything about that in the Order's charters. Theft is base and therefore unworthy of us. Or, yeah, don't worry about it. The world is our oyster, and all oysters' pills belong to us.
Walgraf
Sure.
shakes his head disapprovingly. It seems he holds you to standards very different from his own. You get the impression he's just lost a little faith in you.
Sorry,
Well,
Walgraf.
that's a shame.
To be discovered in this library.
Huh.
Yes, and I would never steal from you.
I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking.
Daughter?
The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it? When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker
I
basket
see.
floating past Sicil toward the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amon Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in
So she's
his
an
way.
Yeah, I wonder if there's more to the story, though, than she's aware.
He raised me like I was his own.
Maybe.
This kindest of souls taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Thus, I became the city's librarian, a position I uphold with no small diligence and pride. Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow so that others may enjoy them too.
Alright, that's reasonable.
Nonsense.
Oh, she's got a couple of
The
things for sale.
Encyclopedia Demonium.
Blank scrolls.
I know it
Interesting.
by heart.
Forgotten language of fairy. Alive to the touch, the book is at once warm then cold. Sometimes seems to reek of burnt paper, and others the faintest scent of orange blossom waft from its pages.
This isn't the grimoire I'm
Huh.
looking for.
Interesting.
It also costs almost $1,000.
Demonum. And the first
Oh, wow.
edition too. Most promising.
Huh, interesting.
Oh, a blank air scroll. You can use to create a random air spell scroll. Sure, I'll take that.
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something
You find
more
that book on
advanced.
every shelf,
Is
dude.
there
Look
no
somewhere
new book
else.
to be discovered in this library.
Oh, a blank water scroll.
Where's the third one gone? Shatsu.
He Who Smelted Volume 7.
There are a lot of
I'm
those.
sure we've already read that
for
one.
dumbbells.
Yeah, that's odd.
I need something more advanced. The pseudomonarchy.
Why are you looking for books on demonology?
And the first edition too. Most promising.
Alright then.
Kaj Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Fellow will have to pay yet another fine.
The lesser key of Salakakas.
Okay.
I got He Who Smelted Volume
Yes.
1. Nice.
The Encyclopedia
History of Sicil.
Demonium.
Whoa.
A brief history
Whoa.
of Sicil.
Okay, so the mayor's wife,
Oh, boy.
who's in the bath right now, has a teleporter pyramid on her floor.
For all things naughty, hasn't
Wait.
Yeah.
Demonology for
Where are you?
I went back downstairs.
Wait, what? Teleport pyramid? Does that mean if we find another pyramid, we build a teleport right in?
I'm not sure. I kind of want to try and pick the lock on his door, but I imagine that'll go
Oh,
poorly.
no. Yeah. Yeah, that teleport pyramid is bringing up the sign for, like, use. You know,
Yeah,
like, just, you
but we,
click
yeah, I
over a
tried clicking
chair.
on it, it says we can't reach.
Yeah,
Huh.
wonder where the other one is. I can use the well. I'm gonna use the well.
Do you have an empty bucket?
No. I have a bucket that's full of water. I don't have an empty one though. Ooh, explosive arrowhead.
Oh, where the fuck did you find that?
In a barrel.
Oh, I couldn't
on
even
this car.
see those because of the angle my camera was at.
And there is a tremor grenade.
And here's
I'll
the
send that to you.
Tremor grenade?
Yeah.
Magically induces seismicity, causing crushing damage to all targets with a 60% chance to set knocked down. Interesting.
There's a carrot. And I'm going to pick up one of these wooden crates. How heavy is that? 5? Alright, that's not bad.
Just gonna carry a crate?
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it somewhere.
Alright. Let's see, do we know where the counselor's wife is being held? They said she's in protective custody, but what friggin' building would that be?
Let's have a look.
Huh. Well, I just found a building that has 2... Okay, let's see. Captain Arius, Legion Study, Arhu Study, Legion Headquarters. No. Okay, we've been in there before. Esmeralda. Okay, I found it.
Oh yeah, I found her as well.
And she's only, like, 1 building away.
Huh.
Alright, let's talk to her quick. Esmeralda's shop? Huh.
Hold on a sec, I'm still catching.
Yep.
There's nobody guarding outside the
No,
place.
there's someone in.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint.
What?
Wow, yeah, they weren't kidding. She is, at bare minimum, a flirt. What the hell gesture was that, dude?
What?
The guy just, like, Septimus just, like, pelvic thrusted at her. Yeah, see, now he,
Wait,
now
I can see now.
flexing.
What? What are you doing?
Does he think he's in Fable? Alright, let's talk to him first.
What do you think?
I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Sicile from day 1. Alas,
Okay, I'm glad he
both
said
of them have
long since,
since
because if
fallen
we
in
had
battle
killed his
against
brothers
the
by the gate, that would
Never
have been
shall I
hilarious,
lose
but also sad.
long as a single legionnaire stands, all
He
of
must
us
never
No,
know.
absolutely.
in the eyes of the gods. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of
I
Rome.
love how
my
she's standing 2 feet behind him.
And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds.
I'm right here.
She stands accused of murder. But in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists.
I bet if we found proof, you know, even if it was, like, fake, and gave it to him, he would just, like, straight murder her.
He would... I don't know. Maybe. Although, I can imagine he'd probably just start pelvic thrusting in there, flexing at her again.
Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of 7 couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending. And what questions are those? I can tell you one thing about the undead, and that is to stay the hell away from them. I've seen
Nah.
too many men and women put on a brave
That's
face
not how games
and
work,
vow
dude.
to
We're
undo death's
protagonists.
scourge, only to be struck down and have their innards eaten out of them, while their hearts still thumped madly away. The
Am I gonna throw a
Sicilians
fireball
used
at
to
them?
say this was a chosen place, favored by the higher powers. But they don't talk like that much these days. Hard to feel favored with such horrors haunting every border, I imagine.
Alright, well, let's talk to Esmeralda, and then I think it's gonna be time for us to wrap up.
What are you... He's just started, like, gesturing in our direction this time. How... We'll decide if you're innocent or not.
Anyone whose arms confused with stone pillars are subject to me.
I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young.
Oh, so was she a gold digger?
He's so rich and I so
I mean,
poor.
she flirts with
But his
everyone,
one and only
apparently sleeps with a
princess
duke
just
from
the
out of town, is seducing Septimus, and married Jake when they were young, and he was rich and she had nothing.
And now accept a person constantly flexing in velvet crossing
Yeah,
in the direction every 5
I'm
minutes.
thinking
5
she
seconds.
is just playing every single side against the middle. Her middle.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you?
Actually, yeah, we kind of are.
So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them?
Part of it.
These insinuations truly
Yeah.
go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
Oh god, she's one of those people.
And to be honest, I don't know, Matt, would I believe a crab chaser? I believe a crab, though. I mean, if I talk to a crab, absolutely.
Well, what do you want to know? Sicil. Now that's a sad story. Roofs of elegant homes burned for fuel, oaken cupboards emptied, and ladies dragging the dregs of their great skirts to bargain for fish bones. I've heard that once they're animated, the undead feel all the rage and violence their living counterparts felt during life. Can you imagine?
So does that mean if
living
we
through
like
all
could
the
make a
most
spell
chaotic
to make them all
feelings
happy,
over
it wouldn't
time?
be a problem anymore? Oh, that's right. She runs a shop.
I mean, also, if we, I wonder if it works like Final Fantasy mechanics, that if we heal a zombie, would it
That
kill
would
us?
be awesome.
Just throw some revival skulls at them.
She's got a couple of really good hats. She's got a cap of perception that gives +1 perception and 10 HP, and she's also got a cap of leadership that increases leadership score by 1. I think that I want to get that cap of perception, because that should help with me making shots. Oh, and you run a store, so, you know, we'll sell you stuff, too.
Yes, indeed. Can I legally go in here? No, I can't.
Do you want me to get you... What's your current cap at for armor rating? Because this one's 17.
7.
Alright,
10.
well, we'll get that, too.
Can I move this
Seems to be
candle
quite
holder?
adamant
without-
about her innocence. We need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
Alright, I sent you
So
the...
tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the
You're
Legion
having too much
should
fun with
tragedy
that.
befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so.
Yep, I knew exactly what she was going for there. Wow. This lady, I don't think she murdered her husband, but I do think she's
Don't go anywhere
skeevy as
tonight,
hell.
Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in
Yeah. Oh no.
Alright, well, we didn't really get any more information than we had going into this episode, but...
According to the achievements, we found a prime suspect, however.
Yeah, I mean, but we are at about the half-hour mark, so I think that we need to wrap it up.
Yeah. I also want to say that I've been monitoring the FPS throughout this entire thing. It's been fluctuating. So I apologise to everybody on YouTube who's watching this. I hope it wasn't too bad for your experience.
Have we had FPS issues before?
I think it's been the same throughout, but it's not been enough to bother me, but for a watcher's experience, I can imagine that'd be very different.
Okay, yeah. I know I haven't had any issues on my end, but then again, you're the one running all the extra software.
Yeah, I think it's definitely because of the recording software. So, I mean, a new CPU, to be honest, it's been... Like, Dark Souls 3, like, eats up, like, 80% of my CPU at times, and if I try and turn on recording software like OBS, it literally eats my entire... It literally takes 100% and knocks me down to 30 frames. So... Apple Pie do it. Wow, that's pretty nice.
Alright, well...
Anyway... Wow, yeah, we're like way past half an hour.
Yeah.
5 minutes past. Yeah, so we'll make that it. Yeah, we'll see. So next time we'll try and follow up on our talk with Esmeralda, find another suspect maybe,
we'll make
and
sure
hopefully
we
eventually get out of this
actually
town.
make progress, because we really didn't today. So sorry about that. Next time will definitely be more eventful, or at least significant.
Hope it was still entertaining though. Yeah. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.